Hey everybody, today we're gonna make a cottage pie. Let's get cooking. We'll start off by prepping our 6 potatoes, and even though we're peeling them, be sure to wash them off beforehand. Once our potatoes are peeled, we'll place them in a pot of water and let them come to a boil and cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. While our potatoes are cooking, we'll move on to the prepping of everything else, starting with our onion. Cut the butt end off before cutting it in half, and once it's peeled, we'll slice thin notches along the onion before dicing. Once our onion is diced, we'll move on smashing our garlic, and once they're smashed peeled, we'll slice them, chop them, and mince them. After our garlic is finished, we'll move on to cooking our ground beef in a pan that's set to medium-high. And after it's partially cooked, we'll season it with a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Cook until all the liquids have evaporated, and then set the ground beef aside for later. We'll use the same pan for our other ingredients. Add a tablespoon of butter and let it melt, adding our onions, letting them cook for 4 minutes before adding our garlic. Let the garlic cook for 30 seconds to a minute, then add 2 tablespoons tomato paste, stirring it in and letting it cook for another 30 seconds to a minute before adding half a cup of red wine. We'll season it with a teaspoon of salt, pepper, ground rosemary, and ground thyme, and let it stew for about 5 minutes, long enough for the alcohol to cook out. Then just before adding our cooked ground beef back to the pan, we'll add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Getting it incorporated before adding our beef broth. We'll let this reduce for 10 minutes. Now, depending on the timing, your potatoes should be done at this point. Drain the water and leave the potatoes in the pot. Though you can use a stand mixer, smash the potatoes before adding the Gruyere and egg milk mixture, which is just 2 egg yolks beaten into a cup of milk. Mix the potatoes until they're at a consistency you like, then season to taste with salt and pepper. We'll then move back to our stewed meat, and if it's been 10 minutes, add 3 ounces of frozen peas and 3 ounces of frozen carrots, or half of a 12-ounce package of frozen peas and carrots. Once the peas and carrots are mixed in, we'll start assembly. I like to add a layer of potatoes on the bottom of the dish, so we'll add about half of the mashed potatoes to the bottom, and then spread them evenly before adding the stewed meat. Spread that evenly amongst the first potato layer, then top it off with the rest of our mashed potatoes, again spreading it evenly across the top of the dish. Now at this point, you can top it off with some extra Parmesan or Gruyere before placing it into an oven that's been preheated to 350 for 20 minutes. Then turn broil on and cook for an additional 2 to 3 minutes to allow the top to golden brown. Once it's ready, remove it from the oven, dish it out, and enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like down below and to subscribe. I'll see you in the kitchen next time.